Hi, my name is Jackie Wright of Wright Enterprises Community Spotlight, San Francisco and Dallas. And I am honored to work as a publicist for the Oakland International Film Festival and the San Francisco Film Festival. And based on my decade of working with the American Red Cross as a nonprofit leader, I utilize that knowledge to create the 100 Black Women Doris Ward Workforce Development Program with inaugural work with San Francisco Office of Economic and Workforce Development and the Dreamkeeper Initiative. I am taking a moment to applaud Reverend Dr. Greggory L. Brown, Senior Pastor of Miracles of Faith, who is retiring and leaving the Bay Area with a send-off by Ricardo Scales, Kev Choice, DeAnne Brewer, and other great Bay Area talents at 3 p.m. this Sunday with a free jazz concert at Miracles of Faith, 4335 Virginia Avenue in Oakland. As a trained journalist who graduated from the University of Georgia Henry W. Grady College of Journalism, the home of the Peabody Award, I could say that media advocacy and media accountability have been an ongoing part of my life's work. Pastor Gregg, as he's affectionately called by his congregation and friends, has helped me in that arena. It's a little known social justice action he helped me with, and ultimately it impacted the Bay Area and the world. I would like to share that occasion. The occasion was the regrettable passing of Bishop Walter Hawkins Jr. He died in 2010. And I noticed that there had been no media coverage. I was stunned. It had been over a week. Simultaneously, Pastor Brown picked up the phone and said in his raspy, always alarmist sounding voice, Jackie, what's going on? Have you seen anything in the media about Bishop Hawkins? His memorial is coming up soon. I responded, not a thing. Let me call around. So I called a Black Bay Area reporter and asked, is your station going to do anything on Bishop Walter Hawkins Jr.'s passing? Who? Was the response. The reporter said, who? I was embarrassed for the reporter who grew up in the Bay Area. Bishop Hawkins with brother Edwin, oh happy day, broke into the secular radio world. His then wife, Tremaine Hawkins, with Change, If I Perish, based on Esther, and on and on. The man is loved around the world. So I didn't have a lot of time to educate the reporter. So I reported back to Pastor Gregg and said, hey, that was a San Francisco station. Let me check out KTVU, the hometown station. And absolutely nada was going on there as well. And so basically, Pastor Gregg said, we need to get together with Dr. Ramona Tasco, who is a pastor and medical doctor big on social justice. And you and I and Ramona need to go down there and speak with that general manager. So we arranged to have a editorial meeting with Tim McVeigh, who was the station manager at the time, and he included his news director, Ed Chapius. No plans were on the board to cover Bishop Hawkins' memorial at the Paramount. We basically informed KTVU, you don't want to embarrass your station by not covering the memorial. They heeded to Pastor Gregg's leadership and covered the memorial. There were so many people that tuned in from around the world that KTVU's website crashed. The news director got in touch with me days later and thanked us for alerting them to what would have been a grievous missed opportunity. This was one instance of Pastor Gregg using his voice for media accountability. People need to know more about the Black community and communities of color than crime stories. They must understand that we are not a monolith and we bring a lot to the table. And most of what we bring to the table does not get covered at all. So you can see why he's very special to me. For someone who loves truth and loves journalism. I could go on, but I thought this example that touches the religious world that is often overlooked would register with his fellow pastors and those who cherish freedom of religion. So I especially address Pastor Gregg's fellow clergy to join in the celebration or send a tribute if you can't make it. How about a short message on your phone and upload to your social media with the hashtag Pastor Gregg Congrats? Your presence is welcome above any present. So everyone, come on out and celebrate the retirement of Reverend Dr. Greggory L. Brown, Pastor Gregg of Miracles of Faith at 3 p.m. at the church with a jazz concert. Isn't that just his style? It's the last opportunity to be able to engage him publicly. He will be leaving the state with his lovely wife, author and poet, Mary Brown, just days later. Hope to see you. Blessings to you. Once again, my name is Jackie Wright. Thank you for listening.